Hi guys, it's Lana, and as you know, this is the Second Breakfast Club. So really quickly, I want to do an introduction to this series I'm about to do with my dad. I'm going to slap this at the beginning of every video in the series, so if you've already seen it, feel free to skip ahead. If not, please listen, just to help kind of clarify what we're going to be doing here. So as a lot of you know, Bangtan universe is basically solved at this point. There are webtoons coming out, there's novels coming out. The purpose of this series is not to solve the story. I'm not going to be telling my dad anything that won't help understand basic symbolisms. Like I'll tell him what the Demian book is when we get into the Wings short films because that's, you know, important. But I'm not going into deep theories. He's probably not going to get deep into every individual character or anything. I just wanted to see what this story looks like to fresh eyes, like eyes that have really never followed BTS or studied BTS, eyes that know mostly like literary symbolism and artistic composition, and just get his fresh, honest take on this. So with that in mind, I just want to make sure that when you leave comments or talk about this video that you consider what the actual goal is. I know in the past when we've done similar things, we've gotten feedback like, oh, you didn't talk about this book or you didn't talk about this thing. That's not the point here. The point is just fresh eyes. So don't go into this expecting anything intense. If you want more in-depth stuff, you can watch my actual theory videos. Although again, it's pretty much solved at this point, which is why I'm still unsure if we're even going to do the highlight reels and beyond, because that's on the webtoon. But yeah, I hope you enjoy this series, and I hope that it gives you a fresh perspective on things. It certainly was nice for me to go back and experiencing things for the first time almost again. It's really lovely. So enjoy and have fun.
Hi guys, I'm Lana.
I'm Jeff.
And this is the Second Breakfast Club. And we're going to continue on now to episode 2 of Theory Watching. And we're doing Prologue. So a thing about this, because we're not doing the highlight reels on, mostly because the comic is solving that at this point, and for all the reasons I mentioned at the beginning of the video with the little minute segment I'm going to do, this Prologue video is the original version of Prologue. Because if you go to the one on Big Hit's channel, they've cut the end scene out of it, and they did that around Wings era, I think because they were changing the story a little. But this is going to be the original one that most of you have seen. Just most people who are International Army watched this version and didn't notice that the old one changed. So there will be the after credits scene on this one. Just letting y'all know, so as theorists, you can't be like, she showed you the wrong one. That scene doesn't matter anymore. So yeah, we're going to dive right on in. If you hear extra noise, it's because people are upstairs or my dog's making noise next to me. But let's get into this, shall we? 3, 2, 1, go! So this picks up right after I Need You.
Okay.
Which will become apparent pretty quick.
Yeah. I recognize the music behind it.
Yeah.
Claire de Lune.
Mm-hmm.
I see it's as upbeat as the last one.
Yeah, the whole story is really upbeat.
But this is a follow-on on that one.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty apparent it follows right
Yeah.
after. Okay, Hyung means big brother, who you call a friend. So it's in.
That's fine.
No, I'm saying the Chinese character, just so you know.
If it's a Chinese character, why are they South Korean?
Because South Korea often uses a few Chinese characters symbolically.
Okay. Just checking.
Most of East Asia does. I actually really, really like this video.
뭐야? 지금이네. 우리 여기일까?
You guys, I literally just noticed Namjoon picks up a crab. I never noticed that before now.
아무것도 생각하지 마. 넌 아무 말도 꺼내지도 마. 그냥 내게 웃어줘. 가지 마. 넌 아무 말도 꺼내지도 마. 그냥 내게 웃어줘. 아직도 믿기지가 않아. 이 모든 게 다 꿈인 것 같아. 사라지려 하지 마. Is it true? Is it true? 너무 아름다워 두려워. Untrue, 곁에 머물러 줄래? 내게 약속해 줄래? 설레면 날아갈까? 부서질까? 겁나 시간을 멈출래? 이 순간이 지나면 없었던 일이 될까? 날 잃을까? 겁나
All right. Good? Ready to go?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Now that it's been a little while.
Right?
Yeah.
You guys just saw the little sign I put up. The camera died right in the middle of watching this, and actually since that time, my mom, his wife, has destroyed the room that we were filming in to like remodel. So
She loves playing with sledgehammers.
Right? So we've met up again to discuss this video and to finish recording the rest of the videos. Thank you guys for being so patient. But that's why we're in different clothes and in a different location. But we did rewatch to refresh, and we're going to talk about it now for you guys. So,
Okay.
What are your thoughts?
My thoughts. Well, you begin with the blood on the hands, which is a follow-on to the previous video.
Yes.
And so basically he knows he has some deep, dark secrets of his own. He knows there are things he wants to hide. You can tell that by the fact that he's trying to wash his hands. He's trying to clean up his clothes, but he's not doing a very good job of it.
Oh, like a metaphorical?
Yeah, he's metaphorically trying to clean himself up.
He has blood on his hands.
Not
Yeah.
only physically, but mentally.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why he calls for help and tried to figure out what to do, because he doesn't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then he has the scene where he's lying down on the mattress. He's trying to relax, but he can't really relax until he's with his friends.
Mm-hmm.
His friends come along, and they try to cheer him up. They get him going, and he kind of puts aside his worries and his fears and all that kind of stuff. And the reason I think it's Butterfly is he's coming out of his shell, and he's trying to fly. But the other thing that they're pointing out is that butterflies don't last that long, and they can only live so long. And so it's a fragile thing. It's much more fragile than the caterpillar that started with. And so they're going through there, and he's trying to get along with everybody. They're having good times, they're having bad times, they're remembering things. And then near the end, they're trying to say, well, where do we go from now? And as you pointed out, the negative was blank that they were showing. Should we go here?
Oh, yes, when they were around the fire.
When they're around the fire. It means that's to me symbolic
Jin
of
says, "Should we
it could
go
be
here?"
anything. He doesn't care where. It's just someplace as long as he's with his friends.
Mm-hmm.
And so then they go out and they're having fun on the beach and they're all talking, but he's starting to go back into his own shell because he's realizing that he's still not free. And that last scene where he's jumping off into the water is him trying to free himself from all this, but he, like a butterfly, he's falling apart.
Yeah.
Makes sense?
Yeah. I think it absolutely
Something like
makes
that.
sense. Yeah.
And then there's that last little bit where the other guy's looking at the water and thinking about his friends and
Oh, Jin in the car.
Jin in the car.
The very end scene.
The very end
Yeah,
scene.
that's Jin.
And wishing he could have done something more.
You think that's what he's pondering about?
I think he's thinking of how could I have done something different
To help my friend.
or made it better. Because I don't think he understood everything that was going on either.
Yeah. Did you have thoughts about why the other friend was missing out of the picture? Because they took the selfie and he had a friend pop out and do this, but his friend's not in that picture when he looks back at it.
I hadn't caught that.
Yeah. So that's kind of the reveal there. He takes the picture out, he looks at it, now it's only him in the picture, and he looks a little sad, and that's when it ends.
Well, maybe that could be him thinking that could have been me. Maybe I'm like him. Maybe they're both me.
Like they're... So do you mean that metaphorically, or that they're parts of him?
Metaphorically.
Metaphorically, okay.
That's what he perceives. Is maybe he's all alone.
So like maybe
even all together they're still all alone. And all needing to be free somehow, but only feeling free when they're together, and only temporarily.
Gotcha. And so that scene you see is like totally metaphorical, or do you think there was a physical moment where someone disappeared out of a picture?
I don't know. I guess I'm more metaphorical.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's fine. I'm just asking questions. Very good. And
Perception.
I mean, obviously, as the story goes on, you'll get more information and more thoughts or more. I tend.
And since I can be completely wrong and be okay, I'm good with that.
Yeah, all of us can be completely wrong. And to be honest, I feel a lot of times when I'm looking at theories that I try to solve the story, but I also really like to look at it as metaphorical, or like what is happening in a physical story and why are they telling that story? You know what I mean? I think I often separate those from a lot of different puzzles I'm trying to solve, because I think both are intended, you know? So speaking metaphorically is totally fine.
And a lot of times it's just like music. You can have one piece of music and 5 different people love it because of what it says to them, and it's completely different to each person.
And it could have nothing to do with the person who wrote it.
Right. And so what they might be trying to send might be surprising at what people see. Because it's completely changed.
Yeah. That's art, baby.
That's how it works.
All right, awesome. So that's Prologue. We're going to go on now to Run. And then, as y'all know, we're going through the short films, and we're going up to Blood, Sweat, and Tears, and then we'll kind of reassess.
Oh, I haven't heard Blood, Sweat, and Tears since the 60s.
Different songs.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I could throw a filter over it and look like it was made in the 60s, but yeah, I'm excited. I hope you guys are enjoying this too. I've been so involved in these series for so long and know so many little details about it that this is almost cathartic to me to watch and be like watching it with new eyes again. Or like, what if we throw all of that away and just look at it for what it is once more?
Are you thinking later I can show my dad how silly he was not to have caught on this?
No, you're doing fine.
Okay.
I look too deep. I'm the crazy one.
Okay.
You're the normal one. I'm the one who hasn't sat and like watched this in its entirety because I've been picking it apart for so long. It's nice to sit back and go, oh, I remember that I really liked this just as a video, not as something to study, you know? So I hope you guys are maybe getting that vibe or whatever. Comment down below and let's go on to the next one, shall we?
Okay.
All right. So until next time.
Live long and prosper.
Also, like, comment, and subscribe to both of us.
I guess.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.